We are live. Let's go. Welcome. My name is Emoji. I'm here with my co-host OMW, Nikki G, and we're bringing you a show we like to call Anime After Hours. We cover anime all the time, pretty much every Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
We try,
right? Today we are talking anime Resurgence. So once again, this is an interactive podcast, right? So anyone that is in the space, we are live in X Spaces right now. If you aren't on X right now, feel free to follow any of those handles that you see in the corner. If you are on YouTube, if you are on Twitch, follow us over there. You can jump into the space and you can actually be a part of the show. You can contribute, you can have your voice heard. Also, anyone that is in a space right now, feel free to come up because we are talking modern anime. We are talking about what's popular right now. We are talking about potentially a new anime renaissance. I think it's safe to say we're probably in one, but we'll get to that during the discussions. In the meantime, we have a special announcement from our affiliate partners. So sit tight and we will be right back after a word from our partners, VV Digital Collectibles. Hey, what's up? My name is Emoji and I'm here with Nikki G and OMW and we're bringing you Anime After Hours. But before we do that, I want to give a brief shout out to our affiliates, VV Digital Collectibles. VV is the world's home of premium collectibles, comics, and artworks from brands that you love, like Viz Media, Marvel, Star Wars, Disney, and more. Take your collecting to the next level with VV Digital Collectibles and check out the link in our description box below or use the QR code that you see on the screen for $10 off your first purchase.
This is an interactive show and podcast recorded live in front of an online audience. Those in the crowd on X are welcome to join in on the conversation, but know that all conversations that take place during the show will be published across multiple platforms. With this being a live interactive show and podcast, please be mindful of your speech.
And now, let's get back to the show. Okay. All right, we are back. We are back at it again. Welcome once again for everyone that is here. How does my hat my horn okay? Is that glitching too or not? Like everything is just cooked.
No, that's good.
It's good? Okay, what about the yay? That is very important.
Yeah,
That's
your
good.
sound effects sound fine.
Really? It's just the music? That's so weird.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
It's all right. No worries. But welcome. Like, how are you guys feeling? I know it's been, a couple weeks since we had the show last, but how's everything? How's life?
Kind of got those post-holiday blues, but
Blues?
well, yeah, because the holidays are over. But my birthday's on Sunday, so yay.
Well, there you go. So you got something coming up to be for a little bit of excitement in life.
Yeah.
What in the world? Oh Lord. Okay, this is why.
Happy early birthday, Nikki.
I gotta
Thank
cook,
you.
I gotta cook my chat. Okay, let's do that. We'll put you in a timeout. All right. There you go. Actually, I'm gonna remove you. All right. So Nikki, OMW, how are you doing, bro?
Oh man, I'm doing good. Pretty busy over here. But it's been good. It's a great way to start the new year. Busy better than bored, right? 2026 can be a banger. And also this winter season just kicked off this week, so I'm very happy about that.
I feel you. Shout out, I see Gon Freeze in the chat. It says hello, welcome to Anime After Hours. Once again, for everyone in here, this is an open forum show, so anyone that wants to come in and weigh in the topic, feel free to send up that request to come and you can be a part of the show. The topic for today is the anime resurgence, right? It feels like, and I don't know, if you guys have been seeing this on the timeline or just in different discussions, it feels like there's a buzz. It feels like there's a lot going on with, we have a lot of anime that's doing, it's getting pretty popular, right? We discussed how Demon Slayer was killing the box office, followed by, I know Chainsaw Man got amazing reviews as well. But you even have influencers now. You have Mr. Beast changing his PFP to Luffy. You have, well, Speed has always been a One Piece fan, but it feels like there's more happening now. Just, I guess, in pop culture, but maybe also just in the content creation realm, that's bringing more of a light to anime. I don't know. Do you guys feel that way? Or is it just me, or do you guys kind of like feel that way too?
I think it's because of the short form video, personally.
Mm-hmm.
I think since, TikTok boomed during COVID, and that's when anime really got like you said, like a resurgence. Anime's always been, a thing. It's not so much like a subculture anymore for some people. I feel like it's because you're going through your timeline on TikTok or your shorts on YouTube, and then you get these like 30-second clips, and people are getting like they're getting hooked on like those little tiny clips, almost like little trailers, and we're like, what's this? And like it's like bite-sized information given to you in like a really easy format. That I think that definitely helped. I feel like TikTok definitely helped make it boom in a more mainstream way.
You know what? That's true. And I think about even on X, right? A lot of anime that I've watched have been things that were just clips, and I was like, oh, this animation looks cool, or just this scene looks cool. Like, let me check it out further. And that's how I discovered anime like Link Click. That was one, and a few others too. But yeah, you're right about that. I do want to just sign up, because I forgot to mention this before for our audience. I do want to let them know the giveaway rules criteria, so they can have that in the back of their mind as the show goes on. Dub, you did post the doors at the top, right?
The doors are at the top. They will be ending in about 38 minutes. We only have 3 votes on that at the moment, so make sure you guys tap in. Door number 1 is currently in the lead. And yeah, I just think that just to touch on the topic you guys were talking about earlier, I think that the short form video content that Nikki mentioned is going very, very, very hard in today's social feeds, right? Like, especially those transition videos. 30 seconds real quick gives people absolute FOMO from these stunning visuals, crazy fight choreography, and just storytelling that they can capture in that 30-45 second window. And we're just seeing so many more people lean into it. It's been really good over these past, I say 2 years in general. Like, it's just been going crazy. I think maybe longer than 2 years, maybe since Attack on Titan has ended. I think that's what really, pushed the community of non-anime watchers to at least start listening to what's happening in this space.
I do feel like watching anime has become more mainstream, but being a real anime fan is a lot more than just watching. This is somebody that's been into anime since I was 12 years old. It's more than just watching anime. I mean, there's so many subcultures, there's so many sub-interests inside the whole anime sphere. And while I'm I'm happy that more people are watching it and it's getting more mainstream in certain ways, I do feel like it's a lot of people come into it and they have a lot of criticisms about it because they don't understand like every nuance, because there's such a difference between anime and American animation.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I actually would want to touch more into that as well too, as far as like even just the culture behind anime and that. But I do want to go. Let me go over the rules real quick for the giveaway, and then we can dive into it, because I want to get into all of this. So for everyone in the space, all right. So we still have 2 potential giveaways remaining. One definite giveaway and a second potential giveaway. So I'll go over the rules real quick on how you guys can possibly win that. The main giveaway that we have, that we will do at the end of the night, is our hidden door giveaway. So if you look at the top of the space, the very top is the first thing that was pinned up to the top. I think, right? First thing? Yeah, I think first thing. Anyway,
First thing.
First thing at the top. You'll see hidden door number 1, hidden door number 2, and hidden door number 3. Now, behind one of those doors is going to be the way that we choose the winner for tonight. You as an audience are going to choose what door we go into, and at the end, we'll announce how we're going to determine the winner. Now, there could be 3 possible ways of how someone could win the giveaway tonight. One could be by liking and reposting the X space that you're in right now, liking and reposting that. A second way is by liking and reposting the live stream. That is the visual component that is a part of this space. It is also pinned to the top. It's the one where you see me waving and doing stuff. Hi, if you're on the live stream. The third way is in the comment section of the live stream. Tag one person and tell us your favorite anime or animated thing. Now, if that is the one that's chosen, each comment is an entry, meaning the more comments you have, the more possibilities you have to win, because that's more entries. So those are the 3 possible ways of winning. How can you guarantee that you're at least entered into the giveaway no matter what door is chosen? Well, by doing all 3. So that is the hidden door giveaway. We will announce that in about 30 minutes. Did you say around there? Should we be around 30 minutes? Owned up?
You have about 33 minutes left. Yes.
33 minutes left. Okay. All right. So in about 33 minutes, we will announce that. So feel free to cast your vote for the doors at the top. If there is a tie, we are going to choose the one with the least engagement, because we believe in rewarding those that pay attention. Now, the surprise giveaway. If you look at the top, and I think, did you put it in the comments too? Well, it's at the top. If you look at the top, there is an influencer that is there, his pinned tweet up there. If you guys, by tagging him in the comment section, letting him know to pull up, if you guys are able to bring him into the space, and if OMW or Nikki G at any point during the show see his PFP pop into this space, that will unlock an additional giveaway for you guys. And real quick, big shout out to VV NFT Comics. I see you in the chat. What's good? Welcome. So if you guys can get him in the space, right? Tag him, tell him to pull up, whatever you need to do. If his PFP pops in, that will unlock a second giveaway. So those are the 2 ways of winning giveaways tonight. If anyone has any questions, feel free to send them the request too. I don't mind answering questions. But once again, this is an open forum. Anyone that wants to join in on the conversation, we are talking the anime resurgence, popularity, this recent boost in popularity of anime. If you want to talk about as far as what even what got you into anime, and what you've been seeing on a timeline or on your socials that has been buzzing, feel free to send up that request. We would love to hear from you. But you guys were talking as far as the short clips, right? The short clip nature of, I guess, getting people's attention. Now, I feel like that has kind of like been a thing even just across the board with social media, right? A lot of just content creators grow off of short form content where you kind of like just get a taste, and like I said, in my defense, I discovered anime I probably would have never even seen. I would have never watched Link Click had it not been a short little clip I saw online, or even To Be Hero X. I probably wouldn't have watched that either. What are your thoughts on that, right? Of kind of like that way of piquing people's interest, because I know, Nikki, you have a lot of thoughts as far as even with just this whole resurgence.
I mean, trends change and the way people discover things change, and I think, and looking at it positively, it's great because it's quick, it's fast, it's in your face, you're just flipping, you find something that interests you, and then you go and you look it up, and I think that's wonderful. Discoverability has become a lot easier. Like, you see a clip of an anime that you like, that interests you, you're like, wow, what is this anime? And you go look it up and you're like, oh, I can watch it here. That wasn't, watching anime wasn't really easy, freaking 10-15 years ago. You had Crunchyroll, but they only had a select few. it wasn't like it feels like almost every anime now is coming over has some company doing a translation for it, so you can at least get a sub. But I mean, because it's so much easier to access now, I think that also has helped make it more popular.
True.
Because
true.
back then you had people doing fan subs, you had, you know, pirate websites where people would just put like part 1, part 2, part 3. You had YouTube clips of episodes ripped up into 10 pieces just so you can try to find, you know, these animes that you like. And it's just a lot easier now. It's easier to discover it, and it's easier to access it thanks to the way that technology has grown.
That's true. Dub, did you have any thoughts on it?
Yeah, I think as Nikki mentioned, right, like there's been a lot of changes in the way that people are adopting anime recently. Like when we were growing up, there wasn't a thing like YouTube where people are doing anime reviews every single week on what's upcoming, you know, what adaptation they're most looking forward to in the next 3 to 5 years, what's happening in this upcoming season. Like it really makes it easier for me to sift through all of the garbage that gets released per season, or what I consider to be garbage or just not interested in. So I think that it's just expanding, bro. Like the way that everything is happening is just going at a pace that is much faster than we might be used to in our OG days of anime, right? Like 15, 20 years ago, they weren't releasing as much anime, or just 10 years ago, they weren't releasing as much anime. You might have 3 to 4, you know, really good animes per year that really stuck with you. But now it's like, you know, 7 to 10 at least of really good storytelling.
I mean, yeah, it would be like 3 or 4 animes that would, because it used to take so much longer too, the whole process. Yep. I mean, you'd have to wait for DVDs to come out for if you wanted to watch, you know, a dub, because not everything was just there. Not everything was on, you know, on TV. Not everything was, you know, nothing was on the computer. There was no streaming. So if you were like, oh, this anime that you know, that I watched in Japanese, I wonder if they're ever gonna dub it, and there were never. You might never ever get a dub of it, and if it did, you'd have to wait like a year and a half for it to come out, because they had to dub it, they had to press the DVDs, they had to get all of the, you know, the licenses and everything. Now they, you know, an anime is announced and Crunchyroll's like, oh, simultaneous dub and sub, and it's just different. It's faster. I mean, I could say I feel like dub quality has gone down in some cases because of the speed.
I mean, you've had AI dubbing. I don't know.
That's just a person. Oh yeah,
the Amazon
tried to do that, and that blew up in their faces.
It did.
But but I mean, that's saying on an opposite side. Not everything that's fast is going to be great, or, you know, sometimes it's good to take your time with certain things. So there are upsides and there are downsides.
True. And that was like the simul dubbing is what blew my mind, right? Because you have things that are coming out the same time that it premieres in Japan, which obviously, you know, they have to have it early to do that, which is, you know, completely different from, especially if you came in, you know, to anime in like, you know, the 90s and 2000s, where you were kind of waiting for, you know, the dub to come out, or waiting for it to, you know, even just be released out west. But I mean, it's interesting because both of you guys touch on a really good point as far as just the amount of things that's being released. And a lot of times when you have that, right, when you have a large surplus of things all being released, the biggest question is, well, what do I watch, right? What do I get into? And even just, you know, jumping into Crunchyroll, you have a whole library of things, and that's only one area, right? You have Netflix, which is also has a huge anime library, and you have Disney, right? Disney Plus and Hulu, which also, even though they don't promote it, have an extensive library of anime. And
then plus you can also buy almost any anime you want on Amazon, probably.
True. And you can get those super expensive Blu-rays on Right Stuff.
Oh my God, Right Stuff. I haven't heard that in such a long time. Holy crap.
Yeah.
They've been around a long time.
They have. I ended up buying like I think they were like $300 Your Line April Blu-rays. It was only literally only 22 episodes. But yeah, so you have that, and that causes an issue, that causes a dilemma, especially what to watch next. And I find that it's those little clips have helped me discover things. Like, granted, I have places I go to when it comes to, all right, well, what anime recommendations I'll watch Mother's Basement anime recommendations of the year, and I'll discover things like that. But there are certain things that I literally just discover from the clip. I look at it, I'm like, this looks cool, let me check this out. And sometimes I'm actually I'm surprised. But speaking of discovering things, right, I find too that because of that, you run into issues where things that you may like might get buried.
Yeah.
And I'll give you an example. There was an anime that I watched that it's on Hulu, and they didn't even bother to give it the, it's dubbed. You could watch it dubbed, but they didn't bother giving it the English name. It's called Tengoku Daimakyu, but the English translation would be Heavenly Delusion. But it was like an amazing show, and it was so hidden, right? Like, I only found it from just this random review that popped up in my feed, but I would have never discovered that. And that's another part of it, right? When things become mainstream or things become super popular, you're gonna get hit with your One Piece, you're gonna get hit with your your My Hero Academias, your Jujutsu Kaisens and things like that. But there's also a lot of things that kind of stay buried and stay hidden in that. I mean, you guys get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I imagine because they're in Japan, that there's some type of, I mean, a lot of the, like I said before, most anime is made as almost a advertisement for the manga, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the manga itself is a promotion for the anime, and they do so let's say that a manga's come out, it's been running for a couple of years, it's very popular, they decide to do an anime of it. They will promote that in the magazine, they'll promote there'll be commercials for it, like it's something like a normal TV show, which we don't have that. They're not going to promote it because it's a waste of money to them. So this is their only promotions are these short clips that fans make. It's a totally different market. So yeah, things are going to get buried because there's no promotion for them like there is in Japan.
True. But what I will say is sometimes those, when it comes to content and promotion, that might have more reach.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think fan promotion is extremely important. But you have to think of it that it's the Western market and the Eastern market for anime is two totally different worlds.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Because even though it's growing in popularity here in the West, it's still a subculture, and it's something that I don't think will ever really, really ever be people watching baseball or TV dramas or something like Stranger Things. I don't think it's ever going to be a global thing. I think there's always going to be some type of stigma that it is a cartoon. Especially,
I don't know, Nikki.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think in the next 5 years it's going to be absolutely crazy. Like, if you half of Netflix's hours watched is on anime now, and that's just half of Netflix.
Yeah, I know, but that you're still thinking Netflix is internet things, and you have to, if you take it away from the internet, I don't know. I see it. I understand how popular anime is, and I understand that it's growing more in popularity. I just don't. There's just too many differences between anime, the Japanese culture and Western culture, for it to be huge as it is. We're not gonna see anime character girls being promoted like they do in Japan. on all the like in every freaking advertisement. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know, Nikki. I might have to push back just a little bit, right?
I
Like,
mean,
for example, right now they have a Naruto. I think it's the Naruto and Falcons. The only way you can get this hat is by getting a ticket. Like,
yeah.
the sports collabs have been crazy. One Piece just did a collab with the Dodgers, and that card is going absolutely stupid bananas.
All right.
I mean,
maybe you're right. I don't know. I just think that it's, once again, it's all popular shonen stuff, and that's not all that anime is. It's not just the cartoons, you know. And I've been in this culture for such a long time now, and it's like there's more to it than just watching the cartoon. And
but Nikki, they're getting their feet wet. They finding out the fact that they're sitting on a Twitch stream, or not even a Twitch, a TikTok reel or Instagram reel, and watching the whole damn thing about cartoons is the best thing that I can see right now. Like, it's getting so adopted so quickly. Like, Nikki, I understand we've been here for a minute. I get that, right? There's more anime than just shonen.
And there's just a lot of people coming into the culture who are shitting on it, and because they don't understand, and it's frustrating.
Yeah. No,
it's okay. Me and Emoji literally just got shit on for like 20 minutes in a space talking about anime literally this week. Granted, it was all jokes. It wasn't serious, you know.
Yeah,
I know that they're not gonna watch anime, but like, it's cool. What is happening now? The level of hate that we're getting now is a world of difference from what we were getting in 2015. And then in 2005, come on, it's night and day. It's night and day. Now you can go outside and be like, yeah, I watch anime, and not get looked at like, you know, you got 18 heads.
Oh yeah, I know that. I agree with, but you know, there's still. I don't know. I see so much discourse because people don't understand certain things about anime, and about, you know, the ones that aren't popular, and people getting angry about things that are different in Japan than they are in the West. And it's just like, you can't. I don't know. It's just frustrating. It's like I'm like a hipster about certain things when it comes to this stuff.
I get you 100%. And it's so crazy, because that's one of the biggest things that I lead with, right? Like when I try to, you know, bring people into anime, the biggest thing that I'll try to explain to people, right, especially out west, right, because I think that's, and we, you know, we've covered it in past episodes, the mentality out west that cartoons are for kids, right? But the biggest thing I try to tell people is that when it comes to anime, is just a medium of storytelling, right? Just like a book. It, you know, is kind of like asking, you know, a broad question. It's like someone saying, I don't like books, right? Well, what type of books are you referring to? And I feel it's the same thing when it comes to anime. It's like, because it's the medium of storytelling, you have different types of stories fit for different types of people, depending on, you know, what the demographic is, who the audience is. It's just, you know, instead of real people, or instead of printed words on a page, it's animated. But I do feel you on that. But I also do feel OMW on the aspect as far as the onboarding, because sometimes, right, like, in order to open up someone's eyes, you may have to kind of hit them with things that may be that may appeal to them in certain ways. And I'll give you an example, right? The MCU, right? Before the MCU became what it was, I mean, Marvel was dying. Marvel was giving out its IP left and right, you know, all over the place and stuff. They weren't doing well. And, you know, the MCU came out, and it created something that turned people that had no interest of looking into comic books, no interest into reading comics, into, you know, fans of that fandom and of that space. Now, were they relatively basic stories in comparison to the overall lore of, you know, where these comics, you know, how far these, of course, but it was a starting point that kind of got people more involved. and we saw that growing up, right? Like a lot of people, and a lot of people came into anime during that renaissance back in the 90s from Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon, right? Very basic shows, but it was something that introduced them. And I see that again now. And granted, yes, it is more on the kid-friendly side. We also don't know where that'll lead down the line as they continue to dive further into anime.
You also don't want what happened to Marvel to happen to anime.
Yeah. That's
I don't want things to be like, I'm happy, in some respect that, the things like Demon Slayer are taking their time putting together the things. You don't want slop. You don't want oversaturation. You don't want them to try to appeal to an audience that they're never going to, that's never going to be interested in it, which I feel like has happened to Marvel because they have slipped quite badly.
Yeah, it was specifically this last phase has been pretty rough. But I mean, I'm talking about as far as even just leading up to it, right? Like, but there is that slippery slope. I get you. There's that slippery slope of as far as becoming so focused where you're focused on the people as opposed to the product, and you get things that are more mainstream, more things that are cookie cut, right? And we see that in music too, right? Especially pop music. So I hear you on that. I think it's a double-edged sword.
I know a lot of anime studios have switched to a seasonal format rather than churning it out because of the backlash. I feel like because the West got more into anime and they found out about what was going on at those anime studios and how, the work conditions were not great. Working conditions in Japan are not great, period.
Yeah.
And I think maybe that's helped in some respects.
Well, I mean, they just concluded season 1 of One Piece at over 1,100 episodes.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, putting things like, the third season of One Punch Man aside, I don't know what the fuck happened there, but
I feel you. But yeah.
We do have a speaker up on stage.
Okay.
They're actually connecting right now. Crypto AJ. What's going on, Crypto AJ? If you are up here. I see him still connecting on my end. If you are having issues, do a cycle, we'll bring you right back up.
They might have issues. I tried to highlight their PFP and then it disappeared. So, wait, I see someone requesting. Are they requesting again?
They're up.
Yep, they're up now. What's going on, Crypto? Thanks for popping up. We appreciate
Welcome.
it.
Crypto AJ?
There's an unmute button at the bottom left-hand corner.
Still having issues.
Yeah, Crypto, feel free to jump in whenever you have that connection good and rolling.
Yeah.
If you need to do another cycle, no worries. We'll bring you back up on the lap if you do decide to drop.
Yeah, we see you up, but you're muted. You're listed as muted. So if you're having issues, I guess try and come back. Get down and come back.
And while we have this second of a reset, we do have Nas Clint, who posted up from Galleria Nucleus that in celebration of the Nucleus release of the official K-pop Demon Hunters art book, they are hosting 2 signing events from February 7th from 1 to 3 and February 14th, Valentine's Day, from 1 to 3. It will be in California, so if anyone wants to head over there, it might be a good time. I know I love K-pop Demon Hunters. Shout out to that derpy tiger, absolutely adorable. And also some more news from JJK Season 3 has crashed Crunchyroll's servers upon release today.
Yay!
I mean, that was expected. it. I haven't watched it yet, but I plan on watching it tonight if I can.
Saw the new opening.
I did see. Okay, so I heard the new opening because I played it while I was driving, and I saw bits and pieces of the new opening. But I did. Speaking of clips, right? I did actually see a clip of it online, and it looked the animation looked really dope, like really interesting. What did you think of the song, Nikki?
It's okay. Might have to give it a couple listens for if I really want it to click. It didn't click with me quite yet.
Okay. So also I wanted to, because there was actually another anime that I watched recently that just dropped on Netflix, and you guys could let me know if you saw it or not. 100 Meters. Have you guys seen that?
No, but I've been hearing a lot of things about that recently.
Okay, it's a movie.
No. It's a movie?
Yeah, it's a movie. But it's pretty much about track and field. It's a drama. But I really enjoyed it. I think the animation was interesting because it had a very it was changing, right? And I think that's another part about anime, and Nikki, you talk about as far as things that may be harder, I guess, for the West to grasp. When it comes to animation, it can be more avant-garde, right? Like it may not, depending on the show, it may not stick with the same type of style. It can be changing. It can be more interpretive. It can be more abstract, and just more artistic, right? And I think that is something that also is, I mean, it's beautiful, but it's different. It's different from your traditional Western animation, which may have the same type of style too. Do you guys think that plays a role as well, as far as the uniqueness as far as the art itself?
Probably. I think that a more standard looking anime is more likely to be more popular than one that has a different art style, maybe not quite as pretty.
And I think that the animation style or graphic style has a lot to do with it, in my perspective, for sure. Because that's one thing that will like completely just throw me off of a show entirely, is that animation style. Like perfect example, Attack on Titan. Didn't like the animation style, just threw me off until I finished that first 10 episodes. But we do have Crypto back up here. What's up, Crypto?
What up, y'all? For answering that question, I would say I would like to think it's more so how it's done, like how it's presented, and like what kind of story you giving off. Because a lot of times you could do things different. Sort of like, you could do things in a totally different manner just to be different, and sometimes different is good. It's needed in a lot of spaces where it's saturated. Not to get off subject, but I was trying to ask y'all a question earlier before my service was acting crazy or whatever, and I was gonna ask, do y'all think it's a chance, just hear me out on this, that it's a possibility that DC and Marvel could actually become together and become as in like one joint studio? And the reason why I'm asking that is because a lot of things are opening up, whereas though a lot of people getting more opportunities. So it's a lot of stories. It's starting to get more broad, and you got a lot of competitors and everything like that. And you see the streaming and them trying to retain the money that they already have. How y'all feel about that?
Ooh, I think that'll be a real tough ask. In my opinion, just because they've been on the opposite sides of the kilter for so long, getting them to meet somewhere in the middle whether it's in regards to how those funds will be split, or who's gonna have more creative freedom, or who's gonna, which team is going to do the ink work versus what variant coverages. Like, there's just so much to go into it that could bring problems. That's just my opinion. I would love to see it, though.
I think they're always going to be separate IPs. I don't ever see them coming together like that way. Maybe collaborations, but I don't ever see the two IPs merging unless they're bought by the same. I mean, even if they're bought by the same head, I think they're always going to be two separate entities. I think there's just too much mythos between the two of them that they can't. I don't think the two universes could ever really combine unless it's just a crossover thing.
Yeah, I actually agree with you too, Nikki. Unless it's like Disney buys Warner Brothers, but now, I mean, honestly, right now it's looking more like Netflix, right? Yes. I'm not sure as far as with the whole thing between Netflix and Paramount, but I think it's Netflix. So, yeah, unless they were bought out by Disney, then I don't see that.
But even if they were, I feel that DC and Marvel would stay
separate.
Stay their own IPs. I don't think they.
Well, I mean, I think it would be kind of like a Marvel Star Wars situation.
Yeah.
Right. Like they're under the same umbrella.
They could do like crossovers and stuff, but I don't think that they would ever become one big thing. I just don't see that ever happening.
Yeah. And there has been crossovers. They've already done crossovers in the comics and things like that. So, but yeah, I mean, but there's also good, there's great things about competition, right? And I think with those, because they're so in the same line of things, that the competition actually helps both brands.
Yeah, and I even feel like the heroes in DC and Marvel are different. Mm-hmm. They don't feel the same.
Yeah, because it's like DC is kind of, it's older than Marvel, so you get more older stories. I like DC more than I love comics all in general, but I like DC more than Marvel because DC, the stories are a little bit more darker. As in, for like Marvel, it's more like family oriented most of the time. So that's the big difference for me within the two. Not saying that one is just like totally PG, but that's the difference that I get from it. But as far as storylines go, they do got crossovers. They have had crossovers before. I think it's a crossover coming out in about 2 months or something like that. I'm just looking at how things are opening up, and I just feel like they're gonna have to work together at some point. Not actually become one, but they definitely gonna have to work as a team. Not as a team, but as partners, because it's a new beast out there, of course, and they've been around for the longest. So they have to protect those assets, those IPs, and a lot of those IPs are coming up on those dates where they become public domain, and that's another thing that I wanted to elaborate on too.
Okay. Well, appreciate it. But real quick, I just want to go over and let everyone else know, just as a recap. Dub, how are we doing on the doors?
The doors are actually wrapping up in less than 1 minute. Okay. We do have one that is leading the charge, so we'll see.
All right, you guys got 60 seconds to choose the door that we're going to go into. Remember, behind one of those doors is going to be the way that we win, that you could potentially win the giveaway for today. It can be by either liking and reposting the space, by liking and reposting the live stream, which is pinned on the top of the space, or in the comment section of the live stream, tagging one person and telling us your favorite anime or animated thing. One of those ways are going to be the way of winning, and that will be announced at the end. But in order to guarantee your entry into all possible ways of winning, I would say do all three. You guys have less than 60 seconds to do that. I do want to ask real quick while we have Crypto AJ on the stage. Welcome once again. Are you into anime? If so, what are you into?
I am. I'm fairly new. I want to say might be like 2.5, 3 years in.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as anime, I like anything that's gore. Like anything that's gore, I'm with it.
Okay. Are you
I
into
don't know
horror?
why.
Is that why? Like, are you into horror, or are you talking about kind of like action and violence?
Both. It's
Okay.
kind
All
of
right.
like both.
All
Yeah,
right.
like
Well.
I look at horror for
Mhm.
the simple fact that a lot of it is revenge. A lot of horror
Mhm.
stories are revenge, so I like to see people get back. you know.
Okay. Okay. So we've been talking about anime. We're talking about kind of like the popularity, and it's funny you mentioned as far as you being into it like in the past 2 years, because we've been seeing a increase of people just coming into anime and diving in, but it's kind of like, okay, well, where do we start? A lot of the things that have been mainstream have been shown in and stuff like that, but it's very interesting because you bring up horror. Now, I know Nikki is a huge fan of the horror genre. So, Nikki, right, for
Hmm.
someone relatively new, right, what would you recommend, like in the horror genre, that they might not, come across because it might not be the main thing that's promoted out there, but that you think, people will fall in love with?
Um, I have to think about that because I mostly do my manga as horror.
Manga.
Yeah, because the Junji Ito is the go-to for when it comes to manga, but they don't translate his stuff very well into anime. One good
Hmm.
horror anime that I can think off the top of my head is Another, which is pretty bloody, but that's also a mystery. It's like a ghost
Okay.
story and a mystery and a horror with lots of people dying.
Okay. What is that streamable on like any of the?
It should be probably on. Well, I watched it on Crunchyroll.
Okay. All right.
Let me just check. Yep, it's still on Crunchyroll. It's a supernatural horror anime series. I would recommend that. I've read both the novels and the side novel, and I read the manga, and I watched the anime.
All right. I'm actually I think I'm gonna check that out too, because I do tend to like horror stuff. There was another one that was on my I put it on my watch list because I saw good reviews from it. Uh, it's on Netflix. Death of is it Death of Hikaru?
Oh
Or
yeah.
the summer Hikaru died.
Yes. That is slightly boys' love, so just a warning if people are not comfortable with that.
Oh, but I heard it was scary though. I heard it was.
It is. It's a horror anime. It's
Okay.
basically the premise is that Hikaru dies and his body gets possessed by something, and he's living as that person. But there are hints for that the two main male characters have feelings for one another.
Got it. But yeah, I am looking for horror stuff, so I will check out Another.
Oh, When They Cry is a great one. It's an old one.
Mhm.
They did a remake recently, which was pretty good, but that is extremely bloody, and there's a lot of uncomfortable scenes, like nail pulling, if that's gonna make anybody skeevy.
Okay.
I always called it the cute anime characters that kill because they have very like big sweet eyes, but then they go totally psycho. It's about a town that's cursed and they're stuck in like a time loop.
Interesting. All right. Yeah. I think I'll check some of them out too. And maybe we could have like a horror show.
That would be fun.
That would be fun. So I think we are. So we should be done with the doors, right?
Yes, we are. Hidden door number 3 is the winner.
Oh snap. Okay. All right. So let me look in our messages and see what was behind hidden door number 3. I see it. All right. Okay. So what we'll do is this. Hold on real quick. Let me jump over to here. And I'm going to start pulling the winner behind hidden door number 3. Now, remember, I did say at the outset of the space the criteria of entering into the giveaway. The doors have closed, so I'm not going to say it again. So you would have had to be paying attention. I'm going to find out what was behind door number 3, and we will find out the winner for the giveaway. Now, we did not see our mystery guest pop in, did we?
No.
OMW
No.
or Nikki? Okay. All right. So then we have one giveaway, unless they pop in before we close the space. We have one giveaway remaining, which is going to be the hidden door challenge. Now, while I pull that up, let's do this. Nikki, I would like, if you're down for it, I would like for you to people are coming into anime, right? And they're coming into anime by whatever way, shape, or form it is, right? And odds are it's probably something popular, right? Something that is mainstream, something that is pushed to them, like anything, right? We can look at music like that and anything. And sometimes when you come across someone that is heavy into, interest into what's popular and stuff like that, especially those that may be deeper into things and deeper into just the subject, right? I keep going back to music because it's obviously something that we know, right? And you're like, well, no, you should check out this band, or you should check out this, and they're more underground, but you should check out this. What I want you to do while I find these the hidden door, would you like to give kind of like an underground pitch of things for people to check out, right? Especially if they're just coming into anime, because I mean, you know what's bringing people into anime, right? Your shonen genre and stuff like that. While I do this, you think you could do like an underground pitch to tell people like what to check out and why they should check it out?
I mean, I could try. I think, okay. I feel like anime isn't just like I said before tonight, that it's not just the cartoons, it's the manga, it's the cosplay, it's people doing fan art, it's people doing fan fiction, it's video games, it's otome games, it's visual novels. There is so much more to anime than just anime, and I feel like you're coming into this, it's a culture. It's not just, for a lot of people who are coming into it, it's a cartoon. It's things that you can, it's things you can collect, you can watch, whatever. But it's also, people spend years and years, just having discussions like we have. And it's more than just, finding things that are underground, because there's thousands and thousands of anime that you can find. But I feel like if you really want to get into it, you have to try to immerse yourself into the culture of anime. And, that's listening to Japanese music, taking in the openings and the endings. It's appreciating people who put time into their costumes and post them on Twitter. It's people who do beautiful artworks and share them with everybody. It's people who are having discussions like we do, that are, the people who are talking in depth about, the subtleties of the difference between Fullmetal Alchemist, the original, and Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. There's so much that you can do. There's games that are literal novels that you can choose your own adventure, your ending. And I don't think people realize like just how much this culture has and how much you can do in it and how incredible it is.
I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that answer. And 100%, it is 100% the culture. It's everything that's involved. And the more that you kind of like delve into it, when it comes to the cons, when it comes to the manga, when it comes to the art, when it comes to just the experience, even food, right? Like food, like, and yeah, Yeah, I feel you 100%, 100%. And I think that is one of the things that really hooks you into the overall space, right?
Mhm.
Um, it's one of the reasons why I want to go to Japan so badly, right? That's one of the ideas. Have you been to Japan, Nikki?
No, no, no.
No. Okay. But yeah, it's one of the reasons why I want to go to Japan so badly. And Kenshin was one of the shows that kind of like just made me really want to go. But yeah, I enjoy this. Hold on, let me see. I'm just gonna shout out Lexi in the chat. She said, "Are there certain ones you would start watching in the middle? Like, say you just come across it and start and understand it all. And are there certain ones you should start from the beginning?" Okay.
I
What
think
do you think, Nikki?
well, most anime you're gonna want to start from the beginning. Um,
Mhm.
there are anime like Digimon where each one is like its own contained story, so you could definitely just kind of pick one and watch that all the way through. But I mean, a lot of animes come out, they're not long. There's a lot of really amazing ones that are like 12 to 24 episodes. They're not like,
That's
American
the sweet
TV
spot.
yeah, there's not like American TV shows where it's like 5 or 6 seasons to, come in on everything. It's really just it's like a couple days watch to get through some really great ones. So I think that's another reason it's pretty popular now, because it's easy to eat.
Hmm.
You don't have to like unless you're gonna go crazy and do like One Piece or something. Most of them are really digestible.
But what's funny? As popular as One Piece is, that's one of the biggest reasons why a lot of people don't jump in, right? Like I've been watching anime for years now. I haven't finished One Piece yet. I mean,
I
I'm
mean,
I'm still watching it, but like I
I
haven't finished
really,
it because.
it's
Mhm.
just it's too like I'm a huge anime fan. I'm not that crazy into One Piece. I just don't.
Mhm.
I don't have the time. I just don't really care that much. It's too long. It's still going. I mean, you could say that about Detective Conan, which just celebrated 30 years on TV. But
Wow.
I mean, they're doing like 30th anniversary animations because it's been on television for so long, and the manga's still going, and it's just like, that's
Mhm.
great. I'm just not gonna watch any of
Yeah,
that.
I think because anime tends to be so serialized, and that was another difference, right?
Hmm.
Especially between Western and anime. Um, it being so serialized, it's harder to kind of like just pick up in the middle, as opposed to if you were just watching, Batman the animated series and just started watching in the middle, like
Yeah.
you're fine with that. But yeah, like a lot of anime tend to be shorter now, so it is easier to, most of the times you're just going to start watching it. And because it's streamable, right? Like I think that was more so a problem when you were watching it on TV, like
So yeah,
because
you had it once a week, for a new episode
yeah,
like everything else. But now you can just sit and binge for a couple hours and finish it in a
for sure.
night if you don't want to go to sleep or something.
For sure, for sure, for sure. But yeah, I would say definitely, start, if you can, start at the beginning, and maybe even if you're looking, like look for things that are short, because a lot of those short but sweet animes are some of my favorites. Um, I don't even know if I have that many favorites that are actual long animes. Most of them are in that kind of like 20 episodes, maybe 50 episodes, like sweet spot. But all right. Dub, did you have anything to add before I call the winner?
No, just thank you guys for popping in to the space. I really appreciate it. It's been good to pop back in. AJ, thanks for popping up and actually chatting with us and giving your feedback and questions about the space. Appreciate that.
Definitely appreciate you for coming through, man.
Hey, thanks for letting me up, man. That's all it's about. We all in the same space. We all love the same things.
For sure. And I hope you check out some of those anime. Another, and then what was the other one that you said, Nikki?
When They Cry.
When They Cry. And then if you do, like, hit me up. Like, hit me up on the timeline. Just tag me and let me know what you think, because I would be interested in hearing your thoughts if you watch it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look them up. I got them written down right here.
Okay. All right. That. Cool. All right, are we ready? Are we ready to find out what was behind door number 3?
Let's
All right,
hear it.
if you feature your eyes to the live stream, I'm gonna pull this live in real time so you can see right now. So, what was behind door number 3? And
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yay!
it was likes and reposts of the live stream. Likes and reposts of the live stream. That is how we are determining the winner. Up and VV Digital Collectibles won, which they can't, so we are going to re-roll it again. All right, here we go. Who is the winner? Dang! I can't believe this, bro. This is crazy. All right, well, first they have to be here. Anyone that can see the live stream, if you're watching the live stream, then you should at this point see who the winner is, or the potential winner is, if they are in the space. Is Majin Jesus in the space? Is he here?
He's here.
All right. Well, there you have it. Rolled in real time here. Shout out to the luckiest person on earth.
Yay!
Majin Jesus, you have won the giveaway. Well, yeah. All right. So, before we close up, any thoughts?
I think this was a really good conversation. Got a little heated. It got a little heated there, but it was good.
You know what, Nikki? Welcome to Spaces. Welcome to X Spaces. I know you normally do a lot of things on YouTube, but you know what's funny, and this is what I was pitching you to before when I was talking about as far as live streaming, but doing it from Spaces, because this is a level of engagement that you don't get from Twitch or from YouTube, because you're dealing with the chat, right? And this is in real life conversation that it would happen if you just went outside and just talked to people, right? And I think capturing that makes for really unique content. So yeah, no, I'm glad, and I'm glad also too that there's differences of opinions, right? And that's why I think that us as hosts work together, work really well, because you bring a completely different dynamic to the conversation because of your own background and your preferences. And I think that that's dope to kind of get a good overall scope of what anime is, and just the entire culture behind it. So yeah, no, I appreciate that. OMW. Nikki, did you want to say anything?
No, I hit it by accident. Sorry.
Okay. OMW, did you want to say anything before we close up?
I'm looking forward to the next week's space. It's going to be a good one. This space was actually another banger. Ooh, we do have Clint coming up as a request.
Yo, why?
Not sure if you want to take it. I know the show is at the end of the show.
He could come up. But yo, like, why the last minute? All right, hold on. Wait, why is this? My computer's glitching. All right, is he up?
Yep.
Nas, what's up? Welcome.
Yo, what up, Emoji, Dubs, Nicky G, Crypto. How's everyone doing?
Good.
What's going on, Nas?
What up? Chilling.
You're breaking up.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay, yeah, it just went to my car. But I missed a lot of the chat earlier. I wanted to kind of see if you got a chance to talk about a little bit of One Piece, because I know you've been watching it.
We did. We talked about as far as we kind of like just covered this whole Renaissance in general. Not to go in not to retrack and dive into everything, but we talked about as far as just this popularity that we've been seeing as of late of these past few years, and just what that could mean, the pros and the cons, right? So we weighed out both, because once anything gets popular, there is a give and take, but yeah, no, we did touch on One Piece, because One Piece is one thing that's also getting a lot of recognition right now.
Yeah, it is. Anyways, I don't want to completely sidetrack the conversation. I'm kind of bummed I missed it now. So this is for anyone watching the stream, either on a playback or anything like that. This is what happens when you miss something like you want to talk about with other people, and you just don't have a lot of people to talk about it. But emoji, dubs, Nikki, thanks for hosting a space for us to kind of talk about anime. Appreciate you guys.
Anytime. Appreciate you for coming through. And yeah, definitely dial back on the recap. And I would say dial back on the visual component too, right? Because it's gonna sound better. But yeah, it's also part of the experience. But yeah, if you dial back.
By the way, Apothecary Diaries. It's actually pretty awesome, Nikki. Thank you for the recommendation.
You're welcome.
I'm actually loving it.
There we go. Awesome.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. I gotta dive into that too. So that's one of the things on my list as well. So appreciate that. She also recommended, if you want some more recommendations, she recommended another. And Nikki, you're gonna have to tell me that again. I'm gonna actually tell you to text it to me because
When They Cry. I mean, I could be really mean and tell you the Japanese name and just Higurashi no. It's called When They Cry.
But they're like horror. So if you want to be scared, check out those.
Now, is it like legit horror to where like I'm literally gonna be scared, or is it like just like funny cartoon like?
There is a scene where one sister tortures another by pulling off her fingernails.
Yo, that's wild. I have my 11-year-old in the car right now.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. But okay, are you able to message me that, Nikki?
Yes, I can do that for you.
You're awesome. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Awesome, and appreciate you, Naz, for stopping through. Thanks, man. All right, so we're gonna close up. We did name our winner for today. Shout out Majin Jesus in the building. And once again, for everyone here, we do have the potential of 3 giveaways each show, right? The first giveaway happens at the pre-show. I set the number earlier in the space. Today, the number was 24. So if we would have gotten 24 people in the space in the first 30 minutes, that would have unlocked the giveaway. And also we have a giveaway for a special guest appearance if they pop through, if you guys are able as a crowd to get them to come through. That would open another giveaway. And then we have our main giveaway, which is guaranteed every single show that Majin won today. So next week, you guys do have the potential of winning 3 giveaways. So stay tuned, because if you meet all 3 criteria, then salute to you. But as we close up, I think you guys said all final words, right? Like we're good?
Yep, it's time.
It's
time to say goodnight.
Okay. Did you want me to close out with a song on the X after the live stream?
Yeah, you can play something.
Okay. Do you have anything in mind?
Yeah, you can play whatever you want.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. So once again, thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Emoji. I'm here with my co-host Nikki G, OMW, and this has been another episode of Anime After Hours. We do this every Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on X. Once again, this is an interactive podcast, so you as the audience can join in on the conversation. Just follow us at any of those handles that you see in the top corner, and you can be a part of the show. But thank you once again for tuning in. Everyone that is on X, stick around because we'll play another song from our very own co-host, Nikki G. But those that are on the stream, appreciate you for tuning in. Until next time, take care, be easy, and peace.